This exercise looks at using your finance solver on the TI Inspire. It is exactly the same on the ClassPad calculator. For us to be able to get to the finance solver, we have to press the menu button, followed by finance menu option, which is number 8, followed by finance solver, which is the first option on that menu that comes up. When you get to the finance solver, you'll come to a screen like the calculator screen grab shown. There is a whole series of things that need to be typed into the calculator, but there's also a whole series of things that the calculator can find. First thing to note is you're asked to put in the value of n. N is the total number of payments. So if you were working out monthly payments over the year, you could type in the number 12 because there would be 12 monthly payments over the year. If you were asked to calculate something over 2.5 years and you were doing monthly payments, we could say, well, 2 times 12 is 24, half of 12 is 6, so there's 30 repayments. Instead of typing in the 30, you could always type in 12 repayments times 2.5 years. It will automatically write 30 in there for you. Now, the next thing you have to be aware of is the interest rate. This is the per annum rate. If this is being adjusted monthly or quarterly or daily, whatever, the calculator will do that adjustment itself. So you put in the per annum rate. The next thing you have in there is the present value. If you've just been given a loan, you have the money. If the loan was for $10,000, then you'd write in $10,000. There is a trick though with the finance solver. You have that money, you're given the loan, so it is $10,000 plus $10,000 you have. But if you were going to invest $5,000, that is, put $5,000 into the bank to earn money for you, you have put that into the bank. You would type in negative $5,000. So you have to be careful of the context. If you have the money, you type in a positive number. If the bank has the money, you type in a negative amount. The next part is payment. So payment is the amount paid at each payment. Well, that sounds fairly straightforward. So if you are making a payment of $500 back to the bank to pay off a loan, that money is going to the bank. You do not have it. The bank has it, so you would type in minus $500. If in another situation you were investing and the bank account was giving you a regular payment, say a payment of $200, then you have the money, the bank doesn't, so it would be positive $200. We now have future value of the loan. So this is working out how much has to be paid off from a loan at a particular point in the future. Obviously, you often want to find out when that is 0, so when you have paid off the loan. Also, looking the other way, sometimes you want to work out, you've got an investment, how much that investment's going to be worth after so many years. That's also where you would calculate that. The last two, PPY and CPY, by default, the calculator puts in the number 1 automatically. PPY is the number of payments per year. So if you were having compound interest adjusted monthly, in there you would put the number 12. If it was annually, it would stay as the number 1. If it was quarterly, there's 4 payments, so you'd put in the number 4. For what we do, PPY and CPY are the same number. The payment AT, PMT AT, just leave it as it is. We always pay interest at the end of a period. When using the finance solver, there's going to be one of those things you want to find, be it number, interest, present value, payment, etc. So you fill in all the details that you can and you move to the field you want to solve. That should be the only one where you haven't got any details in, and press enter. It will then tell you what that field should be, what number. This table just reminds you about what I said about positive or negative. If you receive money or someone owes you money, that is a positive. If you pay out money or you owe someone money, then that is a negative.